Elon Musk talk too much? That's our top question of the day on the Wall Report. I'm your host, Greta Wall. The Tesla CEO sat down for an hour-and-a-half long interview with the Babylon Bee Tuesday night. That's right, he chose a satire news site over appearing on mainstream media. The conversation spanned across everything from his wealth to what superhero he would be. Musk's superhero of choice? Irony Man. He says that he would defeat villains using the power of irony. But the news of the day for Tesla stock is that Musk is done selling shares. Following one last sale of 533,000 shares on Tuesday, the CEO told the Bee that he's sold enough to reach his 10% goal, and he has enough cash to pay taxes on exercising his stock options. He sold off a total of 13.5 million shares in the past few months, but has actually increased his holdings in that same time period as he exercised options to buy stock. And now Tesla shares are back up above $1,000 today after the news that he's done selling. And it seems that we are getting a Santa Claus rally after all on Wall Street. All three major indices are up today, extending Tuesday's rebound. December has been the most volatile month of this year, with the VIX spiking above 35 earlier this month and holding above 20 since then. Anything over 20 is considered a period of high volatility. And some positive economic data is contributing to today's jump. The Conference Board's Consumer Confidence Index rose more than expected this month. The survey jumped nearly 4 points to 115.8. Now, that beat expectations in November was also revised higher. The index showed consumer concerns about inflation easing slightly, while expectations for the economy over the next 6 months improved. The Conference Board said the amount of Americans who plan to purchase homes, cars, and major appliances, as well as spend money on vacations over the next 6 months, all rose. And speaking of buying homes, November home sales rose more than expected. The National Association of Realtors reports that existing home sales jumped 1.9% last month to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 6.46 million units. Sales, though, were still down 2% from November 2020. The group's chief economist said a strengthening job market and concerns about higher rates in the new year drove those strong sales. But prices did hit a new record high, rising nearly 14% year over year to $353,900. That increase is thanks to continued shrinking supply of existing homes. There were just 1.11 million existing homes for sale at the end of November. Sounds like a lot, but it's down 13% annually and represents just a 2.1 month supply. A healthy housing market has a 6-month supply. And if you're getting ready to gather with family and friends this weekend for Christmas, officials say take a rapid test right before. That's being promoted as the best way to avoid any outbreaks linked to your celebrations amid the Omicron variant. But Americans are struggling to get their hands on those tests. Amazon is doing its part to help, limiting purchases of its at-home PCR test kit to 10 per shopper. Other companies that sell their test on Amazon are also doing the same. The top-selling at-home COVID test, made by iHealth Labs, is limited to 5 per customer. President Biden announced plans to combat that shortage on Tuesday, saying the government would distribute 500 million at-home tests starting in January. But that doesn't really help with holiday plans now. So if you need a test, I'd start looking. I wish you luck. For now, officials say it is still safe to gather for celebrations, but they have encouraged only those who've been fully vaccinated to do so. But before I go, I want to go back to Musk. Do you think he talks too much? Did you watch the Babylon Bee interview? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell before you go. I'll see you all back here tomorrow for the final trading day before Christmas.